All right. We should be good to go, starting with some press questions. I'm not sure who wanted to go first. All right. So Zoe wants to go ahead and go first.
Hello, Sierra Zobi, freelance esports commentator. First off, thank you for taking the time to talk with us today, and good luck this stage. You guys had good results with the new roster with Sato and Okeanos, and it's a very different approach from the kind of super team nature you guys had, you know, when Demon One, when Nosboss were there, etc. So I was just curious, how has the inclusion of these two new members changed the team dynamic, and what do you think this iteration of the roster brings to the table that the previous iterations have not, that could make a possible run for Champs Paris?
I would say I agree. It's definitely different. But I think this is right now is how we are or how we were as team is the best approach. Basically grabbing two rookies that have insane potential. And the mistake we made, it was not like putting up a group for a really strong core that we have right now. Sorry, it's like me, Corbin, and Ian. So the most important thing for this year that I realized it was to build around us. So us being the veterans and bringing these two young talents has improved not only them but also us. And we've been playing very good thanks to that. And yeah, we're basically a completely different team. It's been showing on lately.
All right, thank you so much.
All right. Our next question comes from Nerdscast.
Hello, Nerdscast. Hi, guys. Just quick question about the changes that you guys brought. We talked about Oki and Sato, but what about Desmos, right? The coaching staff obviously changes some of the direction of the team in the previous stage. You guys had Itopata, and there was like a thought process there with Rossi, Itopata, and that. How has that coaching staff changed? Can you kind of divulge, whatever you're comfortable with about how that has fitted in with Leviatan and yourselves?
Yeah, I mean, with Desmo, it's definitely been different, but I think in a good way, to be honest. I think it's a fresh start we kind of needed. Especially like we went, as you said, from Rossi to basically our old system with kiNgg yelling and me mid rounding, and we're back to like basically what we were kind of last year of like system, quote unquote. And it's been a lot better. Like honestly, I think in split one, like it was very hard for at least myself. I can't speak for kiNgg to like just take a back seat and not like say anything essentially. Where now we're very like confident in ourselves and like very like we're playing really well, obviously all together. So and then Desmo has been a real helping hand, whether it be with strats, whether it be with like teaching the rookies or teaching us new things about the game. And he's super smart. So like I personally, and I'm sure kiNgg as well, really appreciate Desmo being a part of our team and really like using us to the best of our abilities.
Nice. kiNgg, do you have anything else to enlighten us on? If you have any words about Desmo?
I can just add it to what Corbin said. Honestly, he's been doing a great job. He's been leading the team very good. I'm proud of him. So yeah, he's doing an amazing job. Honestly.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Our next question is coming from Sons of KS. Are you ready to go, Sons of KS?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was muted. Yeah, hello guys. My name is Miguel Soriano from Sons of KS in Latin America. Recently, we had El Clásico back on Tixini's Invitational. You guys showed a great potential, great promise on the tournament. And one of the things that kind of showed before and after recently was the Tejo meta, which we are no longer into. What would you say is is your take on the current meta, and how does this helps Leviatan to move forward?
I mean, it kind of takes a step back. The meta, more to like whoever has like different playstyles, and I don't think there's like a defining meta right now as there was like with Tejo, because you're gonna have teams that play double initiator, you're gonna have teams that play double controller, you're gonna have teams that want to take a more wild take and they go double duelist. So for me, it's gonna be a very kind of a variable game, and it kind of favors us because we have our read of the meta, our read of how we want to play the game, and I feel it fits us very very good for whatever playstyle or comp we play against.
Thank you.
All right. Our next question comes from Pedro Romero.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, perfect. All right, Pedro Romero, independent journalist. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity giving us this time for this quick press conference. I'm gonna ask this question more specifically towards kiNgg, and just kind of like looking back onto what went down in stage one, and also like a little bit in kickoff. Obviously, as everybody knows, this team encountered plenty of lineup changes, roster changes, and then obviously you had to step away from the IGL role and kind of play more so as a duelist, and then kind of moving back to smokes and all that stuff. And looking at how the team has kind of been faring with that from the outside, it looked like it was pretty chaotic and just very difficult for you guys to have like a stable environment. And so, as someone that had to go from like had to go through various roles, how do you look back on stage one and how difficult it was for you to just try to like play well and just have like some kind of like easiness to it?
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's impossible to go into details, but it was definitely chaotic. It was, as you said, it was very, very hard for me. Uh, um, Sometimes you think like doing things for the team, you think it's good, but sometimes it's just like a mess. It's just like as life. You think you have a good read of something, like you think you're taking a good decision, and then like everything kind of like goes wrong. So how I see it, instead of like damn I've had a rough year, like damn like I wish it was different, I think more of a always I try and see the positive out of everything. So I see it more as of a learning experience. Basically in my first half of the year, I would say it teach me a lot. It made me grow up a lot as a player, as a leader, as how I want to be, how I want to be as a player also. So I cannot, again, I cannot like go fully ranting on like how bad it was, because it definitely is gonna help me. It helped me, sorry, to learn this and be probably the greatest I'm gonna be ever for this split two.
All right. I believe we have Zobi.
Yeah. Sierra Zobi again, freelance esports commentator. This question is going to go over to Calm and kind of touches on what kiNgg said earlier about you guys getting the chance to train new rookies. Your kind of narrative, and you said this even when I talked with you in Seoul, was that you were trying to prove yourself as a player, and that's why you were so motivated to get back-to-back trophies. How does it feel now, kind of having a different narrative of now kind of coming full circle from being a champs winner to now maybe training the next generation, with these fresh tier 2 rookies up at the highest level?
I think it's been really fun. Honestly, Sato and Oki are both very like enjoyable to work with, very hungry as well. And yeah, it's been really fun. Like it's been a full 180 on what kind of our team environment was before, honestly. It's something that I really enjoy. I think it's excelled me even a lot. Like, and I think y'all even saw it a little bit in the Tessina invitational thing, like playing Sova Fade and all that stuff and playing well. Um, but also, yeah, it's just nice to like kind of train the rookies. And as you said, like proving myself again, like I think again, kickoff and split one, like it kind of felt out of my control, but there's things that I can improve on and there's a lot of things to learn. And I'm excited to like prove myself in the next split. But also at the same exact time, for this split too, like I do believe this team is gonna be like the winner of stage two and the champs winner. I've said that since the start. And I believe in this team and what we're capable of doing. So I say as much as it is to prove myself, I think I still can win another trophy this year and even win the biggest one.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, we have another question from Pedro Romero.
I'm gonna send this question over to both of you guys for answer. You kind of touched upon like the mentality for stage 2 and the confidence level and how you view the potential of this team going forward into the future and hopefully at the very end of the year. You know, looking into how this stage 2 is looking to be, you're in a group with Crew Esports, MIBR, 100 Thieves, NRG, and Loud. On paper, it's a much more a leveled group compared to Alpha, in my opinion. And so, you know, with the challenge ahead and the teams you got to face, how do you kind of look at the rest of the field and the challenges that they present to you guys and how you guys are going to like try to fend all of them off?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of them are great players, great teams, everything. But ultimately, like we do need to be top 2 to make it to champs, and ultimately our main goal is to make it to champs and win. You know, that's our main goal. So when we're going into this season, we're looking at teams. It's not like, oh, we're playing like this team, we're playing that team. Like every team is like teams that we have to show like why we're the best, you know? Like it isn't like we're fully like this team is the hardest team we're going to play in our group or this is this and that, right? Every team is a stepping stone for us to improve and to be honest, I've said this to some teams too, where I want them to be at their best because that's the only way that we're gonna end up winning champs, you know? So every team, I want to give like us their best game, you know, give them like the most confidence against us, you know, and that's what I want against us, so that whenever we come and play them, they are the ones that are making us learn the most, not only learn the most, but also improve the most. So that's how I feel on the overall split.
Agree. Completely, honestly.
All right. Our next question is going to come from Sons of KS.
Thank you. Hello again, guys. On this split, it's going to be the introduction of Corrode into the competitive pool map. This map has, I think, is the largest rotation I've ever seen. I think you might come into the other side in 2 days. So, what are your opinion regarding this new map, and how do you think it's gonna? Do you think it's viable for some teams? Is it gonna be exploited? What are your thoughts on this new map?
Honestly, I don't want to talk much about how we see the map. I don't want to enlighten that much. The only thing I can say is that we like it. And you guys are just gonna see how we play it on stage 2.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Are there any last minute questions at all? All right. I think then we're going to go ahead and conclude the Leviatan press conference. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you, guys. Bye bye.